up? Hey, Vince. I was wondering if it would let me respond prior to going live, and it did. Hi, everyone. Kelly Walters here with Stalls, and today we are decorating 3 core pieces of outerwear. No coats. We're not there yet. Right? Let's keep the coats away. But these are really, really easy pieces for you to add in your business now. And then maybe we can do coats in just a bit. But we're going to use 3 different types of transfers, multiple locations. That way you guys can see just how easy it is to really just decorate the heck out of some outerwear. Outerwear is typically higher price point. So there's higher profit, bigger profit, right? On my end, I'm glitching. Y'all see that? Or is it just my computer? Basically, I'll talk and it'll freeze for a second. So let me know. By the way, you guys know the drill. Tell me where you're tuning in from and say hello so I can say hello back. Carly's on the other end. So Carly, let me know if you feel like I'm glitching as well. Hi, Maria. Hi, Jeff. I think is it Ja Love? No glitching. Okay, so it could just easily be my computer, which is normal if you've been on this journey of lives for me. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Viv. Hey, Brian. Is it Brian? Yeah. Hey, Brian. Don. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop into this. So the biggest thing is I wanted to be able to show you guys how you could decorate outerwear without having to get 4 or 5 different platens. Okay. I love platens. I love to be able to like change out what I need to, right? But at the end of the day, if you are wanting to test a product and see if it works for you, find a solution now, improve your efficiency later if need be. So we're going to need some heat printing pillows and pads today. Hey, Brandy, Cindy, Michelle. I feel like we haven't done a live in a while, but I don't think it was honestly that long ago. That's just how 2022 has been. Is anybody else ready for 2023? Raise your hand. Raise your hand in the comments. I'm ready. Okay, squirrels. Right? So many squirrels. Okay, so we are decorating with full color products today as well. Full colors just really taken the industry by storm. Of course, 1 and 2 colors will always have their place, especially for company logos and certain products. But just know all of these that we're using today, full color, right? So the first one is one of my absolute favorites is CAD Prints Texture Twill. This just has been a huge game changer for a lot of embroidery businesses or those that don't offer embroidery, but they want to create something that can mimic embroidery, but all you have to do is heat apply it. People always ask me at shows, do I have to go back and stitch it? Nope, this is 100% permanent adhesive twill. Okay, so this is going to be applied for 300 degrees, 20 seconds. And we are actually going to decorate this full zip lightweight jacket. Okay, now this is, get your pens and paper. Ooh, hello, light. Pens and papers. Let me tell you the products. Okay, it's Independent Trading Co. and it is style EXP54LWZC. And Carly will link the product as well. But this is really, really lightweight. It is 100% poly. So we don't have to worry about the nylon. And then it's more of a windbreaker. I don't know if it has any type of water resistant coating, but I would say by the feel of it, not really. I have decorated on this before, so I know we aren't going to have an issue. Now, we've got the zipper. We've also got the seam across, and then we have this drawstring. Okay, so if we were to just put the jacket in like this, we're dealing with everything. We've got the pocket, we've got the zipper, and then we've got the seam right here, and then of course going up to the neckline. So that's going to be a lot of obstructions. That is not going to be helpful or beneficial or allow you to produce quality heat printed garments. So what we're going to do is just take our pillow. And for size wise, I'm going to use the 11 by 15 heat printing pillow. And all I have to do is slide it in there like that. I could also use a print pad. Let's just make sure our design is going to do that. So if we use the pad, then everything is going to drop down below it. So this is a nice, really thick, dense silicone rubber. You can even trim this to the size that you need if you're very particular on a certain size, or maybe it's matching your logo that you're decorating with. But if you put this here, now the pocket, the draw cord's already off of our platen, but then the zipper all drop below that pad, making this a nice, clean work surface. You could also even put it right in the pocket and do the same thing. Now, I'm going to keep the pillow in there just because I want to show you it can be done with the pillow. But basically, everything is going to drop into the pillow. So we've got the zipper. There's even another little seam right here on the mesh netting inside. And then, of course, the side pocket. Now, I'm going to do a fun placement down here at the hip. This one's a little large for the left or right chest, but because I'm all about doing different locations, we're going to go down at the bottom pocket. Sorry, guys, I haven't checked the comments, and I will in just a second after we get this first one completed. Now, I do want to go ahead and pre-press just to make sure. Hold, please. So my press was on and it timed out. So Safety Sally over here, just so you guys know, with Hottronics presses, if you have it on and you haven't used it, it will automatically turn off. So she got mad and turned off because I was using her for a little bit and then had some calls. So we're at 189 and it's got to get up to 300 degrees. So let's take some questions now. Just making sure that's all good to go. Okay. Does the upper platen Teflon cover matter? Mine has a cover. So if you have the protector for the heating element, then you can actually use that cover with Twill. Texture Twill and Perma Twill. Sorry, lost my train of thought. That's perfectly fine to use as a cover sheet on this. Here's my only thing. If you are using a design that is Perma or Texture Twill and there is no carrier on it, then I would recommend using a craft paper cover sheet. And the reason being is you can actually have a little bit of dye migration move over to that cover sheet. And if that happens, you don't want to have it on your cover that you then are going to press onto another garment and not really see it. So you would have to check your cover, just make sure you wipe it clean. You could do that, but it's much easier to look at your cover sheet or your craft cover sheet and see if you just need to toss it or flip it aside. I'm going to move this light, guys, and maybe it'll stop ghosting the light. I normally hold on to my cover sheets just because I try to reuse them as much as possible. But a good example is if you've checked out the fanwear guide, there is a really cool texture twill bulldog, and that entire face, it's about this big, did lift onto a cover sheet. That didn't come with a carrier, where this does have a carrier. So in that particular case, your upper cover sheet is fine. Jeff. This is great. This is great. This wins. That's great. Great play on words there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Brandy said she's preparing for taxes. Okay, so we are at 190 because I didn't switch my button. So that's great. That's great. We're doing great, guys. We're doing great today. Okay, so let's just show, I'm going to pre-press. And because of time, we might just let it on or let it cook for a little bit, but 300 degrees, 20 seconds is what you would want to apply the twill at. So this is going to allow me to check my pressure. Because I have the pillow, you definitely need to adjust your pressure. And you want to be at a medium. So that would be a 4, 5, or 6. That is at a 6. I'm going to adjust it for a little bit. And then pull my pillow back down. Okay, it's at 195. We're going to just see if we can get this to rock and roll. But again, I repeat, 300 degrees, 20 seconds. Due to time, I don't want to take all day. You guys know I'm chatty. I want to keep you guys moving on your biz. All right, so let's go for, we're going to go for 30 seconds. And we'll see if we can get this to, that was 4. All right. So catch kids, reach out to Hotronics. There is actually a new system that you can submit a ticket, chat. That shouldn't happen. It should also be a pretty easy fix that I am aware of. I am not a tech. I don't fix equipment. So just know you can reach out to Hotronics and they'll take excellent care of you. Okay, so this is a hot peel. Oh, the G came off. And so did the slash. Again, the reason why this happened was because the temperature was not correct. It's user error, okay? Not the transfer. The Twill is one of the easiest products to actually work with. I feel like it's almost effortless on applying it. It's extremely durable, 50 washes and dries. It's a great and excellent product. People also question because it's Twills are going to wash off if it's not stitched. And like I said, it is a permanent adhesive. It does go by square inch. All you have to do is upload your artwork and this is sent to you ready to be applied. So what I'm doing is just applying again because we need more heat. And now we're good to go. So you are going to see a little bit of lines from that carrier. It is a pretty thick carrier. So what you could do is then go back and tack it down for just 3-4 seconds to make sure you've really smoothed out those lines. But at the end of the day, wearability or being able to wear the jacket is going to help decrease those lines. Right, so that's just a fun location. It's lightweight. You could do personalization, I guess, on the right chest. You could also do a mascot or a name on the other, but It's twill. It gives you that embroidered look, but you don't have to worry about the crazy inside, the stitch count. And even though this is a really, really lightweight jacket, you could probably roll it up into a ball. This still has a lot of movement and flexibility, which I think is extremely important if we're looking at lighter weight garments. So I know that there are a lot of decoration methods out there. Same thing for heat transfer. So when you have a really, really lightweight garment that is really meant to move with your body, really consider the thickness and the way that logo or decoration method is going to move with the garment, right? You don't want to take something that's a wonderful characteristic about a garment and then take it away simply because of it's thick, right? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so Carly, do you know if there are little samples of the twill? I am looking for one of these here. I have an entire pack. I'm checking to see if they've got one on here. These are all samples that you can actually order online and they will come to you and you can heat apply them right here. This is poly twill, perma twill right here, guys. So you can actually go and request perma twill to be sent to you. This one just has wildcats on the back. It doesn't have, it's not CAD prints, which gives it the printable factor, but you can still at least play with the twill and see how it works. Okay, let's move on. Next up is going to be nylon. Okay, so this is another independent jacket, and it is item, I feel like I'm like at an auction. Style EXP94NAWC. It is a nylon jacket, guys. Okay, so this is an Anorak style jacket. It's a tonal camo, which I find is to be super cool. But nylon's extremely difficult. And if you want full color type logos, what products are you going to use? Y'all know we have hundreds of options when it comes to heat transfer materials, but which one do you need to achieve a full color job? This is Super Tech Sublastop. So the reason why I chose Super Tech is because the product line, the adhesive on Super Tech can be applied to nylon, cotton, polyester, Quadora, rayon. You could probably do wool. I know I've done it to leather as well. This super adhesive is just the easiest way to associate it. But the cool thing about Sublastop is that it actually has this charcoal backing. So it's going to inhibit dye migration. And with this nylon type of camo print, this logo has some white in it, right? So we don't want that white to start to fade into gray or turn kind of green because of any type of dye. There's already a fade or an ombre contrast change. We want that white to stay nice and bright. So you can print on this. You can do 1 color, 2 color. You can do 17 different colors. It's all set up in your artwork and you are not charged per color. If you have a print cut system at home, so eco-solvent printer, then you can actually create this in-house. Otherwise, it's the same thing. Upload your artwork. We'll do it for you and send you the art ready to be applied. The other thing is red garments, red polyester garments. purple polyester garments, all of those things that are going to bleed. This is where SuperTech Sublist Stop is the winner and the game changer to really inhibit dye migration. So the cool thing about this one is it's 280 to 300 degrees. So we're going to go down to 290 because we need that for our next product. It is 5 seconds. Then you peel. Then you press for 5 seconds again. And then you're done. So it's a very, very quick turn time in terms of application. Very, very easy because the adhesive pretty much goes on any type of product. So if you are working with polyester jerseys, poly spandex, nylon spandex, a lot of leggings out there have nylon spandex. This will work on them. Need to see. Yes, so let's talk samples really fast. Can you buy complete samples of all of the heat transfers? So small version, you can actually go in and request these and they will be sent to you. You do have to request them individually. There isn't a large pack per se that has one of each and everything. They are anywhere from like this size to a left chest size. And then there's just, you know, variety of products that you can get. Now, the other thing that you could do is purchase the sample full-size marketing kit. And I actually, oh, my computer's on it. Bear with me. So this is being resourceful. Is the marketing kit that actually comes with full-size transfers in here. You can go to the website, purchase this guy, and those are the full-size transfers that it comes with. So you get 12, and it's our most popular products, and you can kind of play and create samples with those. It's also good training material as well as marketing material. Oh, I need that for anything on social. And then Carly popped that in the comments. Okay, let's keep going. Let me get you back. Okay. So with this, it's the same thing. We've got zippers. We've got the pocket right here. Same thing. We've also got the elastic down here. What we're going to use is still use the pillow. I know, I'm getting close to the press. And then I'm just going to pop my pillow right back where we were. Now, this is going to go on that pocket placement. That way they have a nice big design. And the customer per se was able to pick the jacket they want, and you had a solution for decorating it. You didn't have to turn around and say, hey, it's nylon. This is the only way we can decorate it. You have a variety of options. Okay, so does the SuperTech Sublist Stop go, if it goes on spandex, does it have stretch in the fabric? It does have stretch. So it is going to move with the body, but it is not going to rubber band stretch like our Premium Plus does. Premium Plus is a solid roll HTV where this is printable, but it is going to move. Now, if you were to do an all-over design, say on a sports bra, it might be a little bit more rigid. You're going to get some stretch and snap with the rebound, but you're not going to get basically like expanded logo. Okay, so cover sheet, 5 seconds. Again, still medium pressure. Now this is going to be a warm peel. And anytime you have a carrier that automatically starts to lift, from the logo, go ahead and peel it. If it's cold or cool and you're seeing that it is peeling, take advantage of that. It's releasing from the material. Just make sure as you're peeling that you're not getting any type of lift on your design. Okay, so now, nice and beautiful. We're gonna hit it again. Okay. And I'll just keep it facing you guys. Remember, 5 more seconds. And this just mats it a little bit more. You're going to see a little bit of sheen here because of the amount of lights I have, but it just really puts the logo into the garment as much as possible while still being on top. But now we have this really cool design on a full color, or excuse me, on a nylon jacket that we're getting multiple colors out of with one hit. Super, super easy. Oh, I need more information. Give me a product, like a garment or an accessory, because I like different products for different things, but I have an answer. So I'll tell you in just a sec. Okay. Oh, and Jeff, are you printing or you just need solid color HDB? Okay, last but not least is our Ultra Color Max. And you guys know we love this product. It's full color. Direct to film is the type of product. We call it Ultra Color Max. And direct to film is changing our industry, or at least starting to, just because of the feel. Ultra Color Max, I've already talked to several people that have crazy good success stories on it. You get full color, feels excellent. It's easy to use, quick turn time, upload your art. We send you ready to be applied. So many good things. Okay, so we're doing multiple locations. Okay, so it's not crazy art, but we are able to have free floating text with this. And we've got multiple different sizes. So we are going to put it all over this vest. So you're going to have to be patient with me as I work out the locations and applying, just to make sure I've got the pillows and the pads in the right spot. Now, this is a women's vest. It is Port Authority. Really, really nice, clean lines. It does have fleece lined. And it is L325. Now, with this, we have a ton of different application locations or potential. So we could go right here around the neck. We could go right here on the shoulder. We've got vertical pocket opportunity as well as left chest. Same thing for the collar right here. And then we even have a back. I'm trying to get you that without seeing the glare. And then, of course, you could do full back. You could do neck. You could do lower across the back. There's, I mean, so many different locations. So the beautiful thing about a garment like this is you could provide your customer a couple of different markups. Maybe they are just coming to you wanting a left chest placement. Boom, here's your left chest placement. But we're going to change the placement, and I'm going to show you a really fun and unique way to put your logo in different areas. Not only could this increase the locations on which you charge your customer, maybe you cut them a deal and Instead of charging them for 3 locations, you charge them for 2 and you're giving them the third for free. There's a lot of different ways that you can just simply add detail to a garment in small size. It doesn't have to be a massive oversized print, and it really doesn't even have to be a crazy 10, 20 color design. It could just simply be their logo, but you're using the locations to really maximize the marketing potential for them and really show what you're capable of doing in terms of creating fun and unique products. So what I'm going to do is actually do the first one, which will be the back. And we are going to use the long mount tech. So I'm going to finagle this. Okay. We're going to use a pillow. And I'm actually going to use, I gotta get my tape, some thermo tape. And what this is going to do is keep that logo in place. And it's not going to ruin the garment. I think I need some new tape, guys. All right, I am using my cover sheet. So I'm kind of a cover sheet person. Now this is actually going to only apply for 5 seconds because I didn't adjust the time. So we're going to let this pop up. And then go for 12. It is 15 seconds. But I'm just going to let that 12 pop up, seeing that 5, then it cooled. Okay, this is a hot peel. So that's easy. That's one location down. Then we're going to come over and do a left chest. I'm still using my pillow because of zippers and all of the seams that go on in this garment. Oh, and I've got another location I was going to use. And I wanted it on the back, so we could have done it at that same time, but that's okay. Now, I could easily trim down this design. I've got a little bit of overage on the carrier, which honestly just makes it a little weird. It's going to be heavy. Okay. Let's see if we got any questions. Okay, so Jeff, to answer your question, solid roll ultra weed would be my choice. It's thin. It is fairly easy to weed. It's hot peel. It can go as low as 260. So for sensitive garments, the lower the better. You can layer it. It feels great on a, say, thick cotton sweatshirt, but then it also feels great on 100% thin polyester. It has a decent stretch. It's not going to stretch like Premium Plus, but just overall, I really like working with that product as well. So between the temperature, the application, the ability to layer, variety of colors, it is a cotton poly, no nylon. What else am I missing? It's just easy to, I like it because it's easy. I don't like things to be difficult. Okay, so we've got our left chest here. Yeah, it's mirrored on your side. And then we're going to go vertical placement on both sides of the pocket. So we are definitely just going to over brand this vest, but it's on purpose. We're going to try this. We're going to see. Nope, too long. Okay, we're staying with this, and I might have to hit them twice. So if I were to have used the 16 by 20 pillow, I probably could have done all 3 of these locations at the same time. And one hit, 3 locations, boom, you're done for 15 seconds. So like I was saying, if you offer, have 2 locations, we'll throw in the 3rd. All it did was take you the same amount of time. Okay, so I am using the 2 smaller sizes, and we are just going to go vertical at the bottom part of the pocket. And because the pillow, I need my 16 by 20, we are going to have to do both sides at the same time. That's okay. Let's see what else. Brenda asked a question about using a pillow. I've been using pillows with it, and Carly, can you tell me if I'm being incorrect right now according to the website? I like to be politically correct on application instructions. Okay, so Carly's going to check for you, Brenda. Here's the other thing. With plastisol transfers, you want to use a pad, like the silicone pad that I showed you. The pillow, we'll find out 100% on, but I mean, I've been using the pillow if need be in education, but I want to be able to tell you correctly, so we'll wait for a second. Okay, let's finish this side. Now, so if we need to adjust and stop using the pillow, what we would have to do, let's see, is make sure our pad would be able to support those obstructions around. So if our pad would not have worked with the pocket, then we could have just trimmed this to make this as slim as we need for that mount tech. And then that's the easiest way to get around any type of hiccups. So what I'm talking about is like this, right? If we were to put, my gosh, you guys, today is not my day. It wouldn't work like this because the zipper is now on top of the pad. If we were to pull the zipper off, now we're fighting the seam on top of the pad. I know this white is whitewashing right now with the light, so you can't really see it, but there is a seam right here sitting on top of the pad, and then we've got our zipper right here. So the only way around that would have been to have trimmed this pad to where it was the exact same size of our mount tech. That way, everything we needed, zipper, seam, and elastic cord, ripcord, drawstring is the correct merchandising term, would actually be off of the pad, making this nice and clean for your heating element. Okay, so I've got the front complete, and we've got here. Let's try this. We've got tech right there, and then we've got mount tech right there. So that's done, and then we have a nice branded left chest. That's still nice and clean. And then we've got mount tech around the neck. Now, the other thing that you could do is take their brand without any type of wording and drop that right there in the middle of the back. You could even go to the hip pocket as well. I mean, go smaller, and you could do a shoulder placement. I am loving things kind of in this rib cage area underneath the armpit. And I think, that would be a little trendy, but hey, it could be something new for everybody. And Jeff said, ripcord, are we jumping out of planes? We might be, as the way that the lighting has gone. I can't get words out, Jeff. So just might be one of those days where I go skydiving and need a ripcord. So just for giggles, I am going to add that one more location with this type of logo. It's really subtle, and I just like all of the opportunity for locations on this jacket, vest. Now, the use and longevity of pillows, years. If you're using them every single day, you might go through them a little bit faster, but they're super affordable, and it never hurts to have multiple on hand. Now, just remember, you can't really cut that pillow, but you can cut and trim the pad. Okay, and just in case, Carly did confirm that testing was done at the launch of Ultra Color Max and pillows are okay to use. So I will also preface that before we launch any product, guys, we do rigorous testing. It has to surpass a certain amount of washes. We make sure that there's no fading, that there is no bleeding onto garments. We want to make sure that it's going to hold up in the washer. We want to get you those instructions to make sure when you're using the application instructions that you're actually providing quality, long living products, long life products, durable products to your customers. There have been times where we've released something and then we come back and we adjust something. So I believe when I came on to work with Stahls, Glitter Flake actually applied at 320 degrees. It's like 302 now. So there's always times where something can adjust and change. And just like Carly said, we recommend you do your own testing as well. If you feel like there's another way, or maybe a particular garment is handling the product different than the way it should, just test it. If there's a will, there's a way. And at the end of the day, if you can find a system that works for you, then run with it, right? We're just here to give you the recipe. You can add more sugar if needed. Okay, so we're done. We've done a vest, right? Vests are very trendy from a variety of different styles. I found this on the web. Good. It's always something. Whether it's a Sherpa, whether it is kind of a cotton, or, oh my gosh, it's like a sweater vest, but it's not a sweater vest. It's sweater fleece. Lord, guys, man. I should just get off right now. Turn it off. See y'all later. They're great layering pieces, especially for those that don't like coats or the weather hasn't completely turned cold yet. It's an easy way to also layer and add. So here's a vest, also sell a long sleeve tee. That way the long sleeve tee can go under the vest. You've maximized the same logo, different locations. And at the end of the day, it's 15 more seconds per garment under the press, and you just have more sales, more money in your bank. We've gone over the windbreaker full zip style. It's great for sports, especially anybody with those early games or late night games. It's easy to also layer, so throw on a sweatshirt underneath. If you need that extra little layer, take off the sweatshirt, take off the jacket. So again, these are all multiple pieces that you could sell as one set. Little effort. And then last but not least is the Anorak jacket that is nylon. So the key factor in that is that you're able to produce a logo and full color at that on a garment that has a stubborn textile, which is nylon. So make sure you use that to your advantage. Sometimes people don't understand how difficult certain textiles can be. And until they start understanding, then they just expect you to be able to decorate on whatever. So do yourself a favor and educate them. That way they know that you are the person to go to in the decorating world. Okay, guys, last couple minutes for any questions, and then I got to go back to recording. Anybody? Bueller? You guys ready for Halloween? Okay. I will, let's see. Oh, we'll be at Printing United in Vegas next week. So we don't have a live next week, but we will after that. And that will be Jenna. And then I think for the next couple of months, you might see us 3 or 4 more times, and we will round out the year. So make sure you guys tune in. Always ask, right? If you're not in the Heat Press for Profit group, go join it. That's a great place to ask the questions. And if you weren't on earlier, we talked about using pillows under garments for Ultra Color Max. Yeah, all the great things. Okay. We'll see you guys later, and thanks so much for tuning in and bearing with my chaos of today. I hope it made you smile and go out and get creative. Bye, guys.